When my husband came home from his military deployment, readjusting was hard for all of us. Thankfully, I found Talkspace.
Talkspace provides professional support from licensed therapists and psychiatric providers online. Military members, veterans, and their dependents ages 13 and older can get fast access to providers, all from the privacy of their computers or smartphones.
I just answered a few questions online and Talkspace matched me with a therapist. We meet when it's convenient for me, and I can message her anytime. It was so easy to set up, and they accept TRICARE. Therapy was going so well, my husband and I started seeing a couples therapist through Talkspace too.
Talkspace works with most major insurers, including TRICARE. Match with a licensed therapist today at Talkspace.com/military. Go to Talkspace.com/military to get started today. That's Talkspace.com/military.
This message is brought to you by the original organic bedding and bath brand, Koyuchi.
As soon as I found out we were going to have a baby, I wanted to make sure that whatever we slept on or came into contact with was safe from toxins or anything harmful. So I bought Koyuchi sheets and towels. Koyuchi was exactly what we needed. Not only are they certified organic to the highest standards, they're also just amazing. We have the Koyuchi Organic Crinkled Percale Sheets. They're 100% organic cotton and woven to be naturally cooling, super soft, and breathable. And I honestly just sleep better with them. Of course, now our baby registry has a lot of Koyuchi on it too. Crib sheets, blankets, and a snuggle sack. All the best for him or her. Everything we have from Koyuchi feels good, looks good, and is safe for our whole family.
Get 15% off when you visit Koyuchi.com. That's Koyuchi.com to get 15% off. Koyuchi.com.
Always follow the money. That's what I always say. You always follow the money. Yeah.
This is Follow the Money with Mitch Moss and Paulie Howard on VSiN.
Here we go. It is Follow the Money on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network. Mitch Moss, Paulie Howard, live with you downtown Vegas from the Circa Resort and Casino. One of our favorite shows, one of the best shows we will put on the entire year is coming at you today. The Real T Rizzo, Tony Rizzo, ESPN Cleveland, legend in that city in 30 minutes. We'll get into the Cleveland Browns. Are they really going to have 4 quarterbacks on the roster this year, the way it appears? Jordan Scott's going to be in studio. Mama's Pizza. We're going to get into your bets as we take you inside the pizzeria coming up in 45 minutes. Long shot bets that can deliver beautiful paydays. And Paulie, it is a bittersweet day today as Matt Youmans joins us in studio, VSiN host. And it is the last dance at the drive-thru, his final edition of the top 50 fast food power rankings. It's going to ride into the sunset.
The final article hits the website about 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific. And as Bill 80 said, I will, as I read it, I'll be wiping away the tears.
I felt like a kid reading the column today.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's so good.
His writing's so good. And then the rankings and the power ratings and why this gets this and all the changes and who's going where, locations. And I say it for a lot of people. Thanks for getting us through COVID as well, because this was like a week worth of material when he did it. And brought it out the first time. So everyone's passionate about food and fast food rankings. And there was a great tweet already. The guy said, if Culver's isn't number 1, I'll make January 6th look like a PTA meeting.
Is that what he said?
Some good ones.
Wow. That's a good tweet.
Yeah, it was excellent. But everyone's, I want Portillo's, I want Culver's, I want... it's great. Shake Shack, whatever, but I can't wait for this. It's not top 50 again. When it's not top 5, it's top 50.
Top 50. With analysis, by the way.
Yes.
Guy's been doing it for 45 years, in depth. I mean, no joke here. I said this yesterday on the show when we promoted it. It is absolutely the best food list you're ever going to see written. I would compare this list of rankings, Paulie, to any list for anything that you're top 10 hotels in the country, top 10 steakhouses, whatever.
Yeah.
Best cities to visit in the summertime. His list is his writing, his column today blew me away. It was so good.
Yep. Same.
Yeah. And we'll also, Matt loves betting NFL preseason. So we'll have a lot of thoughts from him, see if he has any best bets, which is where we are going to begin today. And I think it has to be, Paulie, just by talking about the numbers. We'll get into like some trends overall, how these teams have done before, and what to look for. Mackinnon with a great story on the website as well today, VSiN.com. Look at the first half numbers today. They were 3.5 as of yesterday.
I wish I was,
So this goes, they're as high. Even in the first half, the Bengals are laying 6 at almost every shop in Las Vegas. They are 4.5 at FanDuel, 5.5 at DraftKings. At Hard Rock Properties, the Bengals are laying 6.5 in the first half.
Good God. So, yeah, right. All these were 3.5 for the most part yesterday. And now the Colts are 4. This is first half now. Colts are 4.5, Bengals 5.5, Raiders 4.5, all at DraftKings. And then the Raider move won't stop either. Raiders getting up to 5.5, Bengals 6.5. And the number on the Colts is crazy, too.
The Raiders, what's the official line right now on the Raiders for the game? Because I'm seeing several shops right now posting 6 for the first half.
Oh, my God.
So the first half might be higher on them than it is for the actual game.
5 at Circa, 5 at Westgate, 5 at South Point, 5.5 DK, 5 at Caesars.
That's for the game.
Yes, that's a game.
There's 6 in the first half almost everywhere.
Oh, my God.
Like you might get this in the regular season, week 16, when you find out a team, they're going to play their starters for the first half in a game they don't have to have, or the first quarter, and then that's it. We've seen that before late in the regular season where a team might be favored in the first half by 3.5 for the game. They're laying 3, or there might be like 2.5 for the game.
That's how I would attack it, though, because you asked the question yesterday. It's like, how confident do you feel, though, when you're laying more than a touchdown, when it's could be decided with backups and guys you never heard of, right? Mm. Like this Baltimore game, it could come down to the deciding the point spread with Leary against Leonard. The Bengals-Eagles game, same way. It's probably Thorne going for Cincinnati at the end. Maybe Ritter, who could play well. At least he's had some moments in the NFL. It could be Thorne against McCord to decide that. And the Raiders and the Seahawks, too, which you got to love that the starters are playing, and you're going to go Geno and O'Connell, and that's why I would feel good about Raiders first half. But then second half, you never know.
No, second half, I actually think Drew Lock and Jalen Milroe in the preseason here might actually be pretty decent. Mm-hmm. And, going back to the Bengals-Eagles here for a second, I'll take DTR, Dorian Thompson-Robinson against Desmond Ritter, take my chances. But again, Sirianni doesn't care about this.
Yeah.
And the record overall reflects that. They are 5-14-2 straight up, 6-14-1 ATS last 21 preseason games. Mm-hmm. Last year, they were 2-1 straight up in ATS for what it's worth. But overall, they don't care.
Right. But the first game at 7 Eastern is everything you would want, though, right? It's a team that doesn't care in Baltimore.
Yeah.
We've been through it, the 24-game winning streak, but now they failed to cover 6 straight preseason games. Now, you do have Cooper Rush, who's capable. But it's going to be Leary for a rest of the way. But you have the quarterback competition in Indy, so it's a decent amount of playing time for Richardson. Mm-hmm. And then we'll see what Danny Dimes gets, because we know Danny Dimes then will get most of the playing time in the next preseason game. But that's a scenario where it's like, okay, well, Richardson, not bad, good job. Maybe not so much of Danny Dimes. And then you're looking at it's 2 quarters of Riley Leonard, which was unexpected, and that could decide your ticket.
I will say this, the last time Baltimore lost a preseason game by more than 6 points, 2015. And they've had one preseason opening game. So the first game of the preseason for Baltimore has gone over 36.5 points once since 2016. And there was a pick 6 late in that game. So typically going back over the years, they have played in lower scoring first preseason games. And obviously that cover streak was so remarkable. We're never going to see that ever again by any team, I would imagine. But they don't get blown out by a ton of points here for what, again, going back on history here and based on trends overall.
Yeah, I was talking. Oh, go ahead, sir.
No,
I was talking to my guy, Teddy Covers. I thought he made a good point, too, of the late game, which if you get all these rave reviews out of camp about Geno and O'Connell, what does that say about the defense, though? I mean, they're lighting it up every day? You can't get stops?
I'd want to hear that, actually. I'd want to hear that Geno and but again, it's like we had a guest on yesterday. It's like, what does that mean that a running back looks awesome?
Yeah.
They're not getting hit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you got to be very careful not to overreact with reports. And,
Diana Rossini was good on this. She was on with Bill Simmons, and she said a couple times she was chastised and a couple, but like, well, so-and-so struggled And that's what she would report at practice and camp. And the comeback was, you don't know what we were working on with that specific drill. And maybe we were just looking for something that was on purpose.
Sure.
Right, too? You don't know. And she's like, you know what? You're right. And that's why it's difficult reporting on what goes on with camp and practice.
I will point this out. I was doing the work today to compare teaser prices to money line parlays, if you're into that kind of thing. And so, over the years, the 2-team 6-point Wong teasers, they've been very popular until recently because the prices changed. They used to be $1.10, and it was absolutely beatable at that time. Well, I looked at every single app that I have here in Nevada. There was no option to even tease the games at like 4 different apps. I'm like, this is absurd. Yeah. I'm not going to sit here. It's not a homework assignment. I'm not going to spend a half an hour trying to figure it out. It should be much easier than that. So Circa and Westgate, very easy to find teasers, but they're also $1.30 or $1.40. And that would be teasing a 2-teamer. That would have been on the Bengals down to a half a point and the Colts down to a half a point when I looked at either -130 or -140. And a money line parlay between the two was as low as -111. So if you definitely shop around at your books to see what you can come up with. If that's how you want to play it tonight, what I was finding earlier today was that a money line parlay was saving you almost 20 cents compared to a 2-team 6-point teaser. So there is that. One more thing from Mackinnon tonight with totals, because some of these are actually, they're pretty high. And that's one of the reasons why I bet the Raiders-Seahawks game under 37.5. That's the same number for the Bengals-Eagles game, and the Colts-Ravens game. Boy, you could see a middle spot tonight. That's 36.5 or all the way up to 37.5. But since 2010 in the NFL preseason, 37, as he writes, it's the benchmark in terms of totals. Totals less than 37 have gone over at a rate of 57%, but we're 34 and 24 under in a very low-scoring 2024 preseason. Closing totals of 37 or higher have gone under at 57%, including 28 and 12 last year. That's been very strong now for more than a decade.
Very good. I also will add, and we just saw the crazy activity in the last 24 hours. You want to lay 3.5 tomorrow? Carolina first half right now. The game's 6.5. They're going to play the starters, and it's Sanders for the Browns.
Before it gets up to 6 in the first half.
Yeah.
You
can go 3.5 right now, first half, and $1.05. We sat there yesterday talking about them, and now they, 4.5, 5.5, 6. 6 is out there. Absolutely. Our guide's out for college football. 136 team previews, preseason top 25, power ratings, proven betting systems, best bets from all the hosts. Sign up now, get both the NFL and college guides, the morning email from Bill 80, every best bet, every host, every guest. That's everything. Like the meat man on soccer, Nigel on soccer, WNBA, NFL, doesn't matter. Tennis, 24/7 videos, the dog videos, the tools, the data. Sign up today, $9.99, or get a full year and save 50% off with the VSiN annual subscription. VSiN.com/subscribe. You'll be blown away by all the content and everything that's up there today. And the ballpark numbers as well, all the analytics and stats with MLB. VSiN.com/subscribe.
So last year in preseason weeks 1 and 2, dogs were 65% ATS. Also, weeks 1 and 2 last year of the preseason, unders 26-6 overall. I might be betting the other 2 games under. Well, the Bengals game kind of scares me a little bit. They might actually want to go. I mean, they're going to play everybody, and then they might want to put points on the board in that game. Win-lose up next. We will get into the short card today in Major League Baseball. Believe it or not, I know he's very popular, but I have him at 12 and 11 under his K prop on the year.
When my husband came home from his military deployment, readjusting was hard for all of us. Thankfully, I found Talkspace.
Talkspace provides professional support from licensed therapists and psychiatric providers online. Military members, veterans, and their dependents ages 13 and older can get fast access to providers, all from the privacy of their computers or smartphones.
I just answered a few questions online, and Talkspace matched me with a therapist. We meet when it's convenient for me, and I can message her anytime. It was so easy to set up, and they accept TRICARE. Therapy was going so well, My husband and I started seeing a couples therapist through Talkspace, too.
Talkspace works with most major insurers, including TRICARE. Match with a licensed therapist today at Talkspace.com/military. Go to Talkspace.com/military to get started today. That's Talkspace.com/military.
This message is brought to you by the original organic bedding and bath brand, Koyuchi.
As soon as I found out we were going to have a baby, I wanted to make sure that whatever we slept on or came into contact with was safe from toxins or anything harmful. So I bought Koyuchi sheets and towels. Koyuchi was exactly what we needed. Not only are they certified organic to the highest standards, they're also just amazing. We have the Koyuchi Organic Crinkled Percale Sheets. They're 100% organic cotton and woven to be naturally cooling, super soft, and breathable. And I honestly just sleep better with them. Of course, now our baby registry has a lot of Koyuchi on it too. Crib sheets, blankets, and a snuggle sack. All the best for him or her. Everything we have from Koyuchi feels good, looks good, and is safe for our whole family.
Get 15% off when you visit Koyuchi.com. That's Koyuchi.com to get 15% off. Koyuchi.com.
Win Some, Lose Some is sponsored by the Sharp Plays.
Were you a winner last night?
Wow, winning.
Or was it a rough one?
Well, they can't all be winners, can they?
Loser! You're a loser!
Paulie Howard recaps the night in sports betting in Win Some, Lose Some.
All right, craziness while we're on the air. Yesterday, Blue Jays win 20-1. Highest scoring game, Blue Jays Rockies plus 450. Most runs, Blue Jays plus 650. Will a team score 15 plus runs? Yes, plus 320. Will every team score? Yes, plus 350. But we already had a shutout today, though, as the A's shut down the Nats. Where was that yesterday? The A's couldn't hit yesterday. They lose 2-1. Incredible. One run against that guy.
Okay, I'll bring this up here in a minute because I don't want to steal your thunder here. And I don't know if it qualifies as a bad beat, but specifically what happened in that game.
Okay.
Okay.
Naylor, stolen base, 9-1. 4 players since 1900 have hit a home run and had 2 stolen bases in back-to-back games. Ichiro, Ricky Henderson, George Sisler, and Naylor. What? I mean, what's the guy to do? 2? Where'd you come up with 2?
I know.
Guy's 9-10-1 to swipe a bag, and he's getting 2 here. Incredible. Keep an eye on that. They're underway right now. Subscribe, be part of the team, vsin.com, our radio and podcast friends. You always want to see these tweets and videos at Paulie Does Vegas on Instagram. Send them in. We'll put you on. No invite here? Guy's going in? Oh, look at the guy in the top. Just looking out where he lives. I want to join. I want to come in the pool. He does this every day, they said. He's looking out. Oh, I wish I could go in. Right, they're swimming. I'm stuck up here. Oh, the depression.
Open the window.
I know. So bad.
I'll do a Peter Pan into the pool.
Yeah. It reminds me of the one where the guy can come on the balcony, so they throw tennis balls up at him and they play catch. He's a little too high up, though. But we've seen that before as well. Unique, creative, a loop, contagious puppy yawns. Here they all come in, the puppies. One guy goes, they all go. Yeah, I'm tired. A long day at the office, right? Stuck in here. Just one after another. How many? Look, what have we got
15
here?
Probably.
12, man. Strong pack.
This is like deja vu. I once walked, this is when I lived in the Bay Area. I walked into a Petco or a PetSmart at one point, and they had a litter of chocolate labs.
Oh, wow.
Smaller than that.
Yeah?
And I still have a picture on my phone of them. It was, I don't know how I walked out of there without one of them.
Yep.
It was like the best looking dogs I've ever seen for like small little puppies like that.
See, I'm afraid to go to a tour or shelter. I just want to take all of them home.
Yeah.
And that's, what do you do when they come up and they either...
Yeah,
I know. That's a tough scene. I got one lose some here, and it was yesterday. And a lot of this stuff, you see some of the numbers in tourism down. A lot of this stuff is self-inflicted and what's going on. So I'm hanging on the strip last night, Mitch. Big property. And it's $24 for chicken tenders. It's $15 for a beer. And even though you have a room at the casino, it's still $40 to valet. I can't even get in the door when you're getting me good.
There's no way it's sustainable.
$40 to park, and I'm staying there.
Yeah, open up the fridge and realize that, hey, it's late. I don't have anything to drink. I'd like a bottle of water. Oh, it's $23.
There's another
Come on,
one. There's another one.
That's a ski mask job.
Yep. Yeah, $20 for M&Ms in the fridge. Yeah. What are you guys doing?
It's preposterous.
Come on, man. I was blown away. You had to be like the top-notch player to get the fee waived for valet. And you're staying there.
So greedy, man.
Oh,
so
boy.
greedy.
15 for a beer. Unbelievable. One bad beat, Diamondbacks plus 135. Friars get 2 in the 9th and a big win. And Nasty Nestor was pretty good as well.
Yeah.
What do you have? What do you got?
So, because I had the A's minus a half run in the first 5.
Yeah.
And I was tracking the game. Paulie, they had, are you ready for this? They had 7 runners on between innings 3 and 5. So they had 2 on in the 3rd, 2 on in the 4th, bases loaded in the 5th. Springs had a no-hitter through 5. They couldn't get a single run across.
Oh.
Leadoff hitter, top of the 6th.
Yeah.
You guessed it. Solo homer.
Right to the breadbasket. Before the line moves, Sharp Place is already there. They don't follow the market. They help shape it. You're not going to outmuscle billion-dollar books or full-time sharps all by yourself at the Sharp Plays. You don't have to. Backed by advanced AI, connected to trusted insider sources, Sharp Plays delivers the kind of edge serious bettors count on every day. Free betting reports, real-time alerts, market-moving insights, straight to your inbox or X feed. He's been doing it since 2011. Jeff and the crew. Documented results, public logs, transparent receipts. SharpPlays.com, trusted by pros, watched by the books. Credible info. SharpPlays.com. Stay ahead of the line. And all his great sources, Sharp Plays.
Small card today, Major League Baseball. The A's did defeat the Nationals 6-0. Parker, by the way, I know he's 7-12 on the year. He is pure fade material at this point for the Nats. And right now they just started up in Seattle. No score, bottom of the first. So only 2 more games later on today. I think baseball probably did this because of NFL making its return tonight.
I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, okay.
I wouldn't say that, but that's...
That was okay. That's what I was thinking. Like, step aside. Maybe not. Reds are at the Pirates a little bit later on. This is Singer versus Paul Skeens. The Pirates, Paulie, as a team, they are 9-2-4 in the first 5 in their last 15. And this has come down a little bit. Now here at Circa, they are laying $1.62 here. Skeens on the year. The guy I was talking about before the break. Very popular. I get it. I have him graded out full season 12-11 under his K-prop. Now, the number has been 6.5 or 7.5 in every game but one. In a game against St. Louis, it was 5.5. He did stay under that number. And I will go back here. K's in his recent games. He's had 8 and 9. This is going back from his last start and then, in succession here. 8, 9. He had 6. That was the first game back after the All-Star break, which you can say, okay, he's had some time off here. He also had 6 the first game before the All-Star break. And I can maybe come back and say, well, maybe they were trying to limit him a little bit there as well. And the start before that, he had 10. So I know that the K projection prop, the analyzer at vsin.com, courtesy of our buddies over at Ballpark Pal, they were not hot and heavy on him going over 7.5 tonight, based on the numbers that are about, like the juice that you have to pay for it.
Okay.
So it's a stay away for sure for me, although the guy's been good in the last 2 starts.
Yep. And what if I told you in April that the Marlins would have a 9-game lead on the Atlanta Braves and be 9 games better? Again, the Braves were favored yesterday and got swept by the Brewers. And now maybe they're just saying enough's enough because the Miami is $1.40 on the road tonight with Perez against Carrasco. The Marlins should be able to hit Carrasco. And then Cabrera is favored on the road tomorrow. So finally, I think the worst team ROI, and think about that, because how bad Colorado's been that you're down almost 34 units on this Atlanta outfit.
I was really hoping that they would make the Braves a small favorite again today.
Yeah.
Because it would have been a no-brainer bet on the Marlins at even money or anything better than that, obviously. But this kind of goes back to earlier in the week when they were off that 3-game sweep of the Yankees, and now they're laying $1.30. It was Alcantara laying $1.33 against the Astros. No, don't want him in that spot. He got blasted. Astros won the game. This, to me, it feels like I got to bet the Marlins, but I don't want to lay $1.35, $1.40.
You get plus money. Carrasco earn runs over 2.5.
Oh, there's
do that too.
Other ways to approach it then, for sure.
Okay. His outs are 15.5.
What about this? The Braves now, again, to your point, the white flag here, I think, has been getting waved for quite some time, and the market really hasn't come around to it until maybe now. They are 2-10-2 in the first 5 in the last 14. So they're digging a hole like every single game, and they've been bad in the first 5 the entire year.
Yeah. Did the Brewers score first in that game? The Atlanta, whatever. I mean, the Brewers numbers here.
No, I don't think they did.
It was Atlanta, yeah. That's Milwaukee's been so good when they score first, along with the Cubs. So what a story this night. Not that they're going to make the playoffs, but still, that Miami's 500 and how bad they were to start and what they were expected to do. It's a great story. And see if they can keep it going tonight. And then if you want to get involved in play with the total, it's 6.5 right now in a White Sox-Mariner game. And the bats have been great so far in this series. They're $3 in play and a total of 6.5 if you think they can touch up Smith. Or maybe they get a couple off Gilbert. So that one's going right now.
All right. By the way, that was and it might not pan out this way, but in terms of like short-term thinking, for the Padres to come back and win that game last night and cut the Dodgers lead now down to 2.
Come on now.
Come on.
This
exactly
is
right. Come
absolutely. This is right there.
They're not live?
The big tickets that were there. Sure. Plus the head-to-heads, you have to like them.
They got a ton coming up this month.
Yeah.
And they have played that team well going back a couple years now.
Yeah. You want to lay $1.60 tomorrow with Kershaw against the Blue Jays? Go ahead. And Pavetta's going against the Red Sox. So it is a great weekend card and some big series. And the Phillies also take on the Rangers. Yeah, you're right there. No one said, they're going to win 100 games. No problem. The 2-game lead.
That's it, yeah.
It's 9-1 not that long ago to take the Padres.
What a massive interleague series in San Diego between the Padres and the Red Sox. Based on various bets, I really wish they were not playing each other.
Yeah, right.
But that's the way it breaks, and that's huge. I mean, because what if one team sweeps the other? The damage that could do. And you figure that, how does it go with the Blue Jays and the Dodgers? I mean, it could go right. Like you could make the case for either team here. Blue Jays get swept by the Dodgers. Red Sox sweep the Padres.
Yep. Astros, Yankees too.
Vice versa. Yeah,
absolutely.
Tony Rizzo on the program next. ESPN Cleveland. The team is now catching 6.5 points at Carolina tomorrow night. We'll get into that. And are they really going to carry 4 quarterbacks on the roster in the regular season?
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
We are trying to catch up with Tony Rizzo, ESPN Cleveland, talk about the Browns quarterback room and their game tomorrow night, catching that many points, 6.5 against Carolina. In the meantime, Paulie, some more numbers for the action that we have going on tonight. The Colts are 12-5 over in the preseason, last 17 games. Total average points combined here between the two teams when they play in Colts games, 41.3 points. Again, kind of a high total tonight, hovering around that 37 number that we talked about in the first segment of today's program. Seattle, the exact opposite. They are under the total in 11 of their last 14. This total tonight, now here at circa 36.5. I did play that under 37.5 earlier in the week. Pete Carroll said everybody on the roster is live tonight. And they have, this can be said about every team, they have several jobs on the line and guys who are fighting for their jobs and, starters that need to be figured out and named here during the preseason and during practice, obviously. And that comes down to these joint practices. Some teams are adding a second. Other teams are not. So I believe I was reading the Raiders only have one joint practice coming up next week. So that might mean that a preseason game now is going to be more important.
And I could see the over in the Colts game, absolutely. New defensive coordinator, your guy Lou, 29th in yards allowed, 25th in points per game allowed. So you got Richardson coming in, can move the ball. Then Danny Dimes, I could see points in this first game coming up at 7 Eastern. And then the question is, everyone's live, but then how long are they going to play with what Carroll said?
Sure.
And it's
he's been very good in the preseason, though.
That's true. And also how long O'Connell's going to go as well. So that's not so much at the back end in Seattle, but how he started out. Carroll was awesome. ATS, that run to start in Seattle, how good he was. So he used to care, and it appears he cares now, and the markets agree, and also with the anti-Seattle stuff that they're not going to play anybody.
I can tell you this goes back several years. So during his run in Seattle, but I'm talking maybe around 2013, 2014, so it was right around those Legion of Boom days. and when they were, one of the best teams in the entire league, we would go and cover training camp with the Chargers, Paulie. And going to some of the games they played, I think the Seahawks and Chargers played like every year for a long time, and we were there live at some of their games. And again, this is just an observation. That's it. But watching the Seahawks play for a full 3-hour preseason game back then, again, kind of early on in the Carroll regime, midway through, let's say, those players late in games were playing as if their lives were on the line. It was like, wow, that's like every play, 4 guys going to the ball to try to make a tackle.
And that was also inviting competition, and no one's job is safe, which he did with Russell Wilson. And I have Carroll on a 22-10 run ATS preseason when he started in Seattle.
All right, we head out here to the Progressive guest line. More preseason football here as Cleveland legend, the real T. Rizzo, Tony Rizzo, joins the program. What's up, man? How are you?
Boys, apologies. We were feeding our police officers here in Cleveland today with my buddy's barbecue food truck. I know what you want to talk about, so let's go.
Man, you could have said, how about next week? Kind of a busy day the way it sounds.
I would come on every week with you guys. Don't make me go sell, pal. Okay, I would come on with you guys every week. You don't call me. Okay, I love you guys. Come on.
Okay, so what are your thoughts now on the point spread in the game tomorrow night? Panthers are going to play some starters. I mean, your team, total mess at quarterback going in, but the Panthers are laying 6.5 at some books tomorrow night.
Yeah, guys, the Browns. This 4 quarterback competition thing has not gone well.
Oh God,
3.5 weeks. I gave it 3.5 weeks. Like, okay, no one's getting enough reps. Flacco is clearly the best quarterback and needs to get ready for the Bengals. The Browns, we are told, but Kenny Pickett is still in this thing, but he's hurt. Shedeur is starting tomorrow. I saw all the national people going there setting him up to fill. Shedeur is starting because the 2 guys ahead of him are hurt.
Yes.
They had to sign a guy off the street to play in the second half. Sanders will hold his own. But the Browns don't look good right now. The dual practice with Care. The Panthers look like the better team. Think about that.
Well, no kidding. Well, you know what, to your point, by the way, and, of the Cleveland Browns reporters that I follow on X, Tony, it was comical the other day. They're like, okay, Flacco just had 7 reps. Now here comes Gabriel. He had 5. Here comes Sanders. He has 5. Now here comes Pickett. He's getting. Right. I'm just like, what's going on?
Yeah. In Baltimore, Lamar is getting the reps. In Buffalo, Josh Allen is getting the reps. In Cleveland, they have a circus going on right now. Ill-conceived plan. Don't know why they drafted Gabriel in the 3rd round, but they did. Then why did you draft Sanders? Like this. And Sanders is the most popular Cleveland Brown on the team. More than Myles Garrett.
Oh, come on.
He has a bigger following. Guys, he has a bigger following than Myles Garrett. Why do you think every national show you see, the only thing anyone's talking about with the Browns is Shedeur Sanders? If it wasn't for him, the Browns would be irrelevant. Okay? And I like the kid. I think he can play, but I don't know. Who the hell knows? We're going to find out. Tough spot for him tomorrow.
Yep.
I like the -6.5, to be honest. Although I wouldn't bet against Shedeur. He's going to play a whole half. And there's only 2 quarterbacks. First of all, Flacco's not playing. Gabriel and Pickett are supposedly out. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be Shedeur for the first half. And then Tyler Huntley, who learned the playbook 2 days ago.
Yes.
In the second half.
Yeah.
Not a good spot.
Yep.
Maybe the under here.
Okay.
As we're talking this out, Tony, like 37, that's a lot of points for a preseason game.
I agree. I love that. I love that under, but I will say this. Sanders is throwing to the guys. He's not playing with the first team. Jerry Jeudy and Cedric Tillman are out. I don't know who's playing on the line, but he is playing with the guys that he's been playing with for the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And he's had success with them. You've seen the numbers now. Little captain check down going on, but that's smart. He's not going to take a lot of chances. He's got to prove himself. Guys, in the Browns' mind, Shedeur is a 5th-round draft pick. They had Dylan Gabriel rated above him. So for him to make some kind of jump, people are talking about him starting against the Bengals. There is no way. I don't know if there's a market for who's starting against the Bengals, but I would bet on Joe Flacco. The Browns still want to give Pickett a shot, but Shedeur has no chance.
Yeah.
That is available. Yes, sir.
Correction, by the way, the total is 32.5. I was looking at the wrong game.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Mitch, 32.
That's a big difference. That's a large difference.
Yeah. So what's the mood like there? I mean, the joke years ago was Factory of Sadness. You caught Flacco fever, That was a miracle and a great story. But they're paying for the sins here of the Watson contract. I mean, I've known you 5 years. I think you said last year was the first time in 25 years you missed a game. You didn't care. You tuned out.
Paulie, the Watson thing hangs like a cloud over this whole franchise, and it will for another year after this. And you don't have 3 first-round picks and 2 seconds. And those guys, that's 5 core players that you would have on your roster. So the Browns are making amends. When you have 2 quarterbacks, you don't have 1. What happens when you have 6? Okay, come on, guys. It's going to be a tough year. We're expecting a tough year. Now, if Flacco can find some form, there's a chance there. If Sanders or Gabriel comes on and plays there, I think we know what Kenny Pickett is. And, I know our over-under, what is it, Mitch, 5.5,
yep.
4.5? 4.5?
Yeah.
Boy, you look at that schedule, you start with 5 games. You don't get a break till you go to London, week 5 against the Vikings. The Browns could start 0-5. They could. And that's when you would see the rookie kids and all that. It's not on Flacco. The running back Judkins thing was a nightmare. That kid was going to be the bell cow.
Yeah.
They don't have a second receiver. Like, you match up the Browns with offensively with the other teams in the AFC, it's a bleak look.
Would you play Cincinnati and Survivor in week 1? As of right now?
No, Mitch, they cost me last year. What do you mean? Mitch, I bought 2 bleeping things. I bought one for my kids, and I treated the kids on the show. I was in for $2,000. Mitch, I was done at $345 out of Survivor week 1. Think about that.
Along with like 4,800 other people, yeah.
We like Denver. Who do you like? Tell me right now. We kind of like Denver.
They're going to be very popular.
Week 1.
They're going to be very. How about this? How about the Steelers at the Jets? It's Justin Fields. Are you kidding me?
I would take them, but they're the Steelers, and they're my mortal enemies.
Okay.
I don't know. Aaron Rodgers. Oh my God.
Paulie brought.
By the way, I give the NFL credit. They make week 1 really tough on us. Really tough on the gamblers.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
Well, it's an awesome week 1 schedule.
On purpose. Oh, yeah. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. They make it tough. But Baltimore is playing Buffalo. Wait, what are you going to take somebody in that game? Come on.
That's a rough one. All right, pal.
Great job.
Get back to
you boys. Listen,
yeah.
I have to come out and get my circuit thing, so I'll be out in the next 3 weeks.
Beautiful.
All right, I'll text you.
We'll see you then, pal.
See you soon.
Always a pleasure, guys. Sorry I was late.
Love talking to you. There you go. Tony Rizzo, ESPN Cleveland. What are they doing? They're feeding the police?
Yeah.
Or the firefighters?
Sure.
He could have just said, guys, I'm tied up today.
No, not Tony.
No. He's got to come on every week. He likes to battle.
Sure.
Yeah.
I love how he snapped at you. Please, they got me last year. No way.
All
Cincinnati got everyone last year.
Up next, we're going to go inside Mitch and Paulie's Pizzeria. Long shot bets you have made that would result in a very nice payday.
When my husband came home from his military deployment, readjusting was hard for all of us. Thankfully, I found Talkspace.
Talkspace provides professional support from licensed therapists and psychiatric providers online. Military members, veterans, and their dependents ages 13 and older can get fast access to providers, all from the privacy of their computers or smartphones.
I just answered a few questions online, and Talkspace matched me with a therapist. We meet when it's convenient for me, and I can message her anytime. It was so easy to set up, and they accept TRICARE. Therapy was going so well, my husband and I started seeing a couples therapist through Talkspace too.
Talkspace works with most major insurers, including TRICARE. Match with a licensed therapist today at Talkspace.com/military. Go to Talkspace.com/military to get started today. That's Talkspace.com/military.
This message is brought to you by the original organic bedding and bath brand, Koyuchi.
As soon as I found out we were going to have a baby, I wanted to make sure that whatever we slept on or came into contact with was safe from toxins or anything harmful. So I bought Koyuchi sheets and towels. Koyuchi was exactly what we needed. Not only are they certified organic to the highest standards, they're also just amazing. We have the Koyuchi Organic Crinkled Percale Sheets. They're 100% organic cotton and woven to be naturally cooling, super soft, and breathable. And I honestly just sleep better with them. Of course, now our baby registry has a lot of Koyuchi on it too. Crib sheets, blankets, and a snuggle sack. All the best for him or her. Everything we have from Koyuchi feels good, looks good, and is safe for our whole family.
Get 15% off when you visit Koyuchi.com. That's Koyuchi.com to get 15% off. COYUCHI.com.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
Hungry for a winner? Sometimes all you need is a slice.
You make this pizza?
We swap pepperoni for parlays and give you alternate lines instead of anchovies.
I'm telling you, this pizza idea is really gonna happen.
From our kitchen to your wallet, sweat with us and throw some pizza money on it.
Double meatball, pepperoni, sausage, peppers, onions, extra mozzarella.
Welcome to Mitch and Polly's Pizzeria.
Mitch and Polly's Pizzeria tip jar, sponsored by Mama's Pizza. Mama's Pizza, the only place where your pizza money always gets you a win. Check them out, mamaspizzas.net or the Mama's Pizza on IG. Let's eat. Great job, creativity off the charts. FTM@vsin.com, email or tweet at us. James, Mets win the National League. Scatterbo, Offensive Rookie of the Year. Knicks win the East. Almost 1,100 to 1.
New York heavy. So
yes.
I get where he's coming from.
And that is a great point, too. Because remember what happened a couple years ago with Sauce Gardner? And Dable won Coach of the Year when he shouldn't have.
I think there was somebody else as well.
Was it Wilson? I don't know, but you're right. But
yeah, it was Wilson.
The New York angle is huge for awards.
Sure it is. What's your favorite bet on there?
I would say Knicks win the East.
Agreed.
Yeah? Okay. Yeah. Shannon and Virginia. Clemson wins the ACC.
I'm in.
Boise wins the Mountain West.
Okay.
The Lynx get the 1 seed. And the Yankees miss the playoffs. 49 to 1.
Now, again, that's what we're talking about here. That's right up awesome. Our alley. That's very creative.
Yes.
I love where his head's at. Like the Lynx to get the 1 seed. Where would they be overall on that?
I got that, yeah.
But I think if you want to anchor Clemson to win the ACC along with Boise in the Mountain West Conference,
good anchor.
I'm not gonna argue.
Good anchor, yes. Along with Bills division. Throw that on there too.
Yeah, right.
Lynx win the title. It comes Ravens, Steelers, 1-2 in the North.
Exactly, okay.
And the Red Sox win the American League. In the loop, 110 to 1. That's going to be tough.
Hey, look, I'll say this.
I'm down on Cincinnati, so it's not crazy, and the Red Sox are on fire.
Sure. Yeah, Red Sox get in the playoffs.
Sure.
And then they're absolutely live. And he did that with the Rangers and the Astros. See, okay, I like that again.
Did a Rangers
right, because
Astros.
You can build a foundation of what you like the most, and then you can tinker by mixing up like the third or the fourth leg on the parlay.
Yeah, very good. David in Michigan. Rory to win the Masters in. Michigan to win the college basketball title. Dodgers win the National League. 285 to 1.
Michigan to win
college hoops.
College hoops, huh? All right, well, they had a really good offseason.
All right. Here's our guy, Seahawks Sanders. The king went to Bora Bora. These cash. Is this Penn State wins it all?
Yeah.
Penn State wins it. Boise State wins the Mountain West. Dodgers National League. Ravens AFC 152 to 1.
Okay. I also like this that you can parlay, because we can't do this in Nevada. He can parlay Penn State to win the whole thing with a team to win their conference. I wish we could do that. We can't.
That's awesome.
Not that I've been able to find anyway.
Okay. Now step aside. Step aside and let the man come through. Rich in Canada is kicking ass and taking names. So Rich is the guy who has Blue Jays, Brewers, exacta, 410 to 1. He also has Blue Jays division, Phillies division, Brewers 91 to 1. He's got Jays division, Brewers division, Seattle division, Phillies division, 562 to 1. He is, my God.
The Mariners to overcome Houston, but that's
they're two back.
That can happen, sure.
They're two back.
But the other one I think is, I know it's 562 to 1. It's live, But the other one you mentioned at 91-1 when he bet it, I think it was in June.
Yeah, Blue Jays, Brewers, Phillies.
I mean, how good does that look right now?
Yeah. And if it's a Blue Jays, Brewers World Series, 400-1.
That's it.
Yeah.
Just to get there, both of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
What does that pay? Luke, can you look that up? What does the Blue Jays to win the American League parlayed with the Brewers to win the National League pay right now? He has 410-1. That's going to be...
You got a lot of this early.
That won't even be 30-1, I don't think, at this point.
What a job. This is great. Brad, I think this is at DraftKings or also FanDuel. Touchdown in every game. 49ers, Cardinals, Bengals, Bucks, Falcons, 86-1.
Well, that's tough, too, because people don't realize like how often... It's like baseball, right? You're starting to realize now with these props, oh, my God, a team gets shut out every single day.
Well, injuries, too. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you got some big-time offenses there as well. The real Mr. ACL on X, very creative, does a good job, gives these out as gifts as well. And he said plenty of these. Phillies win the National League. Penn State makes the playoff. 49ers win the NFC 65-1. I like that. That's good. I'm high on the Niners. And that's with the Stafford stuff, too.
See, this is one where he could mix it up as well and do like Dodgers, Penn State, 49ers, or at Brewers, Penn State, 49ers. Penn State also to make the playoff, I think, is a great leg. It's like minus 250, minus 275, but
yeah,
it helps.
Okay. Keith has got 2 already in. Florida to win the college basketball tournament. The Thunder win the West. Red Sox division. Rams division. 177-1. He's got 2 in.
Okay.
Red Sox and Rams.
You know what he could do? He could come here. I'm thinking out loud. He could probably parlay the Blue Jays at Circa along with the Rams at a no price. Would that make sense?
Yeah.
Because here at Circa, they put up a yes, no on almost everything.
I'll look that up. Yeah, you could do that. James, another one. Mets National League, Giants under 3.5 wins. Alt, Knicks win the East 76-1. Again, New York theme.
Yeah.
That could be awful for the Giants. Alt wins under 3.5. I could see it. Sure.
Well, they're picking first in the draft next year. Then.
Yeah.
Captain Obvious says hello.
You could throw how about some Cavs 1 seed on there too? The price isn't good, but they're not going to win 60 games again?
Well, they should, right?
Yeah. Good. What do you have?
Are we okay?
Get there. Yeah.
So here's one that I made recently. It's a 4-legger. It pays almost 116-1. Schwarber to lead the league in home runs. Penn State to win the whole thing. Ravens division, Bills division. Pays 115-1. This is when Schwarber hit 2 the other night. Yeah. Is when I bet it.
Okay.
What is he? A couple back? That's pretty much it as we speak. I'm trying to find it right now. Just reset on me. I have a bunch of bets with the Brewers tied into the to Clemson and
Clemson ACC.
Yeah. Here's one. This is it pays 50-1. Clemson ACC, Bills to win the East, Charlotte Hornets to make the playoffs.
Yeah?
Almost 50-1.
Okay.
I bet this one too. Suarez to lead the league in home runs. Clemson ACC, Bills East, 174-1. And then here are some of my Brewers tickets. Brewers NL, Clemson ACC, Bills number 1 seed. That pays 28-1. I have 2 big boys here coming up. Brewers NL, Clemson ACC, Bills most regular season wins pays 42-1.
Yes. Sexy.
And I have 1 leg in. This is a 5-legger, pays higher than 42-1. Sinner to win Wimbledon. Nafisa Collier to win the WNBA MVP.
Yeah, right.
Penn State to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Bills AFC 1 seed.
Yeah.
Dodgers NL. Pays 42-1.
Really?
Higher than 42-1.
It's okay.
I got 1. Collier looks
Bills
awesome
won.
at this point.
Yeah. Bills division could have been.
I know.
Got that, yeah.
The other 1 seed's going to be tricky.
Very good. Excellent. Big Dumper's got 42. Schwarber's got 40. Otani 39. Suarez 37.
I found a price today on Schwarber to hit 50-plus home runs, and I think it was plus 260 or plus 290.
Yeah?
That dude has almost 2 months to hit
locked
10.
Up. Took a bad beat last night. Mama's Pizza has your back, feeding hungry Texans since 1968. They've won so many Best Pizza Awards, they stopped counting after a few thousand. Mama's delivers the crust that beats the spread every time. The crust is on steroids. I ate it backwards. It's awesome. Fresh ingredients, award-winning pies, a flavor that's a guaranteed winner. And when it comes to pizza money, don't waste it on bad bets. Put it where it counts, on a hot slice from Mama's. Franchise opportunities available if you're thinking long-term value. Let's get it up to 20 locations. 817-870-2571. MamasPizzas.net. Check them out. Mama's Pizza, the only pick that always covers the garlic butter on the crust, the dough, the ingredients. Let's go, people. Let's get it up to 20 locations. 817-870-2571.
Very cool. Looks delicious.
Unbelievable.
Huh? Very good.
I'm not a big eater. I ate like 10 slices.
Yeah, typically you would have like one or two. We went to Pizza Rock with the crew last year. I think you sat there and just wasted my time.
Sure.
More than anything else.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Succeeded my expectations. Awesome.
Jordan's in town, by the way. He's going to join the program coming up next.
Yeah.
Big Metallica fan, from what I hear. Or his wife is anyway.
Yeah. Yes. Now, I was shocked. Because when you say, okay, she says her favorite song is One. I was blown away.
That used to be my favorite song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. Now, he went and Enter Sandman, that's a disappointment.
I can't get there.
Yeah, I can't get there.
I tuned that one out. So he's going to be the man responsible for sponsoring our pizzeria, Jordan Scott, Mama's Pizza, in the Metroplex area, coming up next. We'll get the background of the story of Mama's, and if he has any optimism for the Cowboys this season and beyond, next here on VSiN.
When my husband came home from his military deployment, readjusting was hard for all of us. Thankfully, I found Talkspace.
Talkspace provides professional support from licensed therapists and psychiatric providers online. Military members, veterans, and their dependents ages 13 and older can get fast access to providers, all from the privacy of their computers or smartphones.
I just answered a few questions online, and Talkspace matched me with a therapist. We meet when it's convenient for me, and I can message her anytime. It was so easy to set up, and they accept TRICARE. Therapy was going so well, my husband and I started seeing a couples therapist through Talkspace too.
Talkspace works with most major insurers, including TRICARE. Match with a licensed therapist today at Talkspace.com/military. Go to Talkspace.com/military to get started today. That's Talkspace.com/military.
This message is brought to you by the original organic bedding and bath brand, Koyuchi.
As soon as I found out we were going to have a baby, I wanted to make sure that whatever we slept on or came into contact with was safe from toxins or anything harmful. So I bought Koyuchi sheets and towels. Koyuchi was exactly what we needed. Not only are they certified organic to the highest standards, they're also just amazing. We have the Koyuchi Organic Crinkled Percale Sheets. They're 100% organic cotton and woven to be naturally cooling, super soft, and breathable. And I honestly just sleep better with them. Of course, now our baby registry has a lot of Koyuchi on it too. Crib sheets, blankets, and a snuggle sack. All the best for him or her. Everything we have from Koyuchi feels good, looks good, and is safe for our whole family.
Get 15% off when you visit Koyuchi.com. That's Koyuchi.com to get 15% off. COYUCHI.com.